What's up everybody, Gearget TV here with a brand new episode 96 review and recap. And before we get started with today's video, I want to give a shout out to my boy Lone Wolf 7007. He's always commenting and he followed me on Twitter and we talked a bit on Twitter and stuff like that. So I want to give a shout out to him just for being a cool guy. So so the episode starts with the 4 strongest universes. They gather first to the arena and they want to test out the ring. The ring looks fucking dope. They're like, you know what? Arak makes a little comment to his Kai. He's like, I think this thing might not be able to last with all the universes, trying to live for the longest. They're going to try and hard and it's going to destroy the stage. And the Supreme Kai is like, oh yeah, the Grand Priest. He's like, oh yeah, why don't you guys fight and see if you're right or wrong, because this is made from Kachi Kachin, which is stronger than the Kachin that they mine in Universe 7. So it might not be true. So they're like, are you serious? And then they're like, sure. So Arak, Liquor, and Iwan, they go and they see it, but Jean's like, I don't want to fight. I know what the outcome's gonna be, which is a little disheartening for me because I think out of all the God of Destructions, I like Jean's design the best. So they fight. It was a really entertaining fight. The Grand Priest did mention that the Xenosamas were like eating, so they wanted like some entertainment before the tournament started, and they fight. It was a really good fight, very even, with like insane attacks, and they were so even. And then everything got destroyed. The Grand Priest is like, damn, you guys are right, there was holes in there, you're gonna have to fix them because I have to open the gate. But they're like, oh, but what about Xenosama? And then it cuts to Xenosama and they're all like fucking sleeping with like the little leaf giving them air, which was hilarious for me. I was like, well, that sucks, huh? That was a pretty good fight. So if that's not what Xenosama wants, then this tournament is not going to be too good because the gods are supposed to be stronger than these people, right? So they end up preparing the stage, and then the Grand Priest goes to start picking up the teams. It goes back to Universe 7 now, and there's a lot of tension between Vegeta and Frieza and just all around in the team in general because of Frieza. And Whis tells him, yo, you gotta hold hands, we're gonna get teleported to the stage now. But before that, they make a little strategy. Gohan and the Supreme Kai make a universal strategy that they need to work together in numbers. So if 2 people come, 3 people attack them. If 1 person comes, you fight them in pairs. You always want to have 1 more number than the other person. And Goku's like, no, that doesn't make sense. That's not fair. We have more people if we do that. Because Goku and Vegeta, Saiyan pride, they're not going to want to have a fair advantage. They want to win by power. They don't want to win by like strats or whatever. Well, not strats, but like by numbers or whatever. So then they hold hands and then they get teleported to the fighting stage, which is like pretty cool. But Beerus notices as the next team comes in, they're not holding hands. So he's like, yo, you made us hold hands for nothing. And Whis is like, just trying to get, the team to work a little bit together. It ended up almost not working because obviously Vegeta didn't want to hold Frieza's hand and stuff like that. Android 18 goes out and notices that the bottom is filled with, endless void. And Krillin notes that it goes on forever. And Whis tells them that, no, you can't fly on this arena because it would be very unfair if we tried eliminating you and you just flew back in. So there's no flying if you're a warrior on that stage. And if you fall off, it seems like you're going to go on forever and die. I mean, I don't know if it's the case. We have yet to see Zeno tell us exactly, but it seems like if you fall off, since you can't fly, you're just going to fall forever type thing. So kind of like what happened to how I always think of it. It's not actually what happened, but Mace Windu, when he gets cut and pushed off by Anakin or whatever, it seems like he falls forever, even though I know he doesn't. It's just like the cities are really high up. That's what I'm imagining is going to happen here. So then, Universe 6 gets in there and, Goku tells him, everyone like, oh shit, if that's Cabba, that means Hit's here. And it cuts to Hit, and then in the background you see Champa in the background with like, pulling his eye down like the Japanese people do. And I just thought that was really funny. Like, it was just super subtle. Like, they didn't even make a comment about it, but it was there. And yeah. And then, Cabba is like master and introduces Khalif and Kale, and they find out that there's Universe 7 or Universe 6 Saiyan women. And then Goku tells Kale, is this one a Saiyan too? And I just thought that was pretty funny. And then there was like then Krillin's like, yo, Roshi, you think you're gonna be good with these women here? And then Roshi's like, nah, I don't deal with hoes no more. And then there was like a little nice interaction with the 3 humans from our universe, which I thought was pretty nice. You see Frieza and Frost making a plan to work together, but we know that they're gonna betray each other because they both can't be trusted and they're both slimy snakes. So yeah, we'll see about that. Then the Pride Troopers come in and they're all in their little pose. And Goku goes up to say hi to Toppo and says that, yo, I can't wait to fight again. And Toppo's like, oh, this is for the fate of my universe. I'm personal. Problems are not going to be my, downfall here. And then he's like, oh shit, that's Jiren. And as he goes to walk to Jiren, Jiren teleports behind him. He's like, get the fuck out. And Goku's like, what? How'd you get there? And then so you can see how fucking ridiculous Jiren is in that little scene. But then the gods are still finishing up. The God of Destructions, the 3 that destroyed the arena, they're still fixing the arena, and there's blocks flying everywhere because Liquor's like, yo, we gotta speed this up. So boom, the blocks are going super fast. It goes through Universe 7. Everyone jumps out of the way. It starts running towards Goku and Jiren. Goku dodges out of the way, and Jiren just closes his eyes. And Goku's like, what the fuck, dude? And then just goes right past Jiren. Does not hit him. He predicted where the freaking blocks were going. He did not move. Jiren is a fucking goon. What the fuck, dude? Like, he no hell given. Like, he just did not move. And yeah, you know, he's meditating. So I have a thing. He's probably just a really strong like meditator or something like that, and he can just predict shit like that. So then after that, the episode ends with them showing the universes. Universe 2 is the one that has the yard rat, which Goku acknowledges, hey, isn't that a yard rat? And then Vegeta's like, oh, the ones that tell you instant transmission, which is like, yeah, the ones who tell you instant transmission, but you somehow can't teach it to us. Yeah, that's the one. Then Universe 4 has 8 members, and everyone's like, 8 members, but then Tien says like, oh, I sense something really faint, but there's something there for sure, which makes sense since they are assassins, and you know, they could just be hiding their power as assassins, you know, are really stealthily or whatever. And then it shows Universe 10, it finally has them without their cloaks, and they're just a bunch of jokes. I mean, I looked at them and god, they are jokes. And they have 2 flying members, which 17 did point out earlier in the episode, but that's just because their like arms are actually wings, which is like a butterfly and it's like some, it's like this Yu-Gi-Oh card. I'll put a picture of it. It's a Parrot Dragon, actually. I think that's the name of the card. It looks like Parrot Dragon, but with like pirate clothing on him. But yeah, I mean, next episode, it should be the start of the tournament. We do see the preview, and yeah, it's literally the start of the tournament, so it's going to be interesting. We finally get to the start of the fucking tournament. It seems like we've been waiting 2-3 months for, and leaks for the Tournament of Power came out in January of this year, right before we started this YouTube channel. So, well, actually, it was like as soon as we started this YouTube channel, basically. So, like near the end of January 2017 is when we got it, and now here at the end of June / the beginning of July is when we'll get the first episode of the Tournament of Power. So we waited a good amount, and you know, there was a lot of build-up, so it should be good, and I think it's going to be very, very fucking good. I think it's going to be, if it's done good, it could be one of the best arcs in Dragon Ball history, but it could also be really bad if they do it really bad, and they're just going to lose a lot of fans, because we waited like 20 episodes of build-up for this, so if we get a disappointing arc, no one's going to be happy. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about today's episode. I actually really enjoyed it. I really like build-ups and stuff like that, and there's just a tournament. I just can't wait for the tournament. So this is the episode before the tournament, and you know, my boy Tien got a couple lines in there, so I'm always happy when that happens. And yeah, let's see how it's gonna go, and yeah, catch you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time. I said that like 7 times. Peace.